Welcome to week 4 of the Aquarian Self-Mastery series. So I hope that this series has been helpful for you to start to deepen and grow a connection to yourself in a new way, to support you in really finding your way through this really interesting time that we're living in. We're living in this both and paradox right now, and probably will be for some time, where we are coexisting in two paradigms: the old Piscean paradigm based on these patriarchal power structures that are dismantling, and at the same time we are experiencing this new age of consciousness, the Aquarian Age, which is all about stepping into a higher level of consciousness based on love and compassion and creativity. So we're experiencing both paradigms right now, and we have a choice around where we want to direct our life force and our energy. There are two paths or currents that we can align with available to us in any moment: the creative path or the destructive path. So this week, the principle that I want to share with you, kind of in culmination to this series, is the principle of self-awareness. Self-mastery through self-awareness. All of these practices that I've been sharing with you, and the technology of Kundalini Yoga itself, is a technology that is specifically designed to support our evolution in this Aquarian Age. And Kundalini Yoga is the yoga of awareness. So this process of growing our awareness is really the invitation now and every day. Our consciousness is unlimited. The thinking mind is limited, but our consciousness is unlimited. And when we can tap into that consciousness, we have available to us so much more energy that we can use towards creating what it is that we want to be focused on in our lives. So learning how to continually be expanding our awareness is really the key focus that we have in any moment. We can be focused on repeating the conditioning, limiting patterns that we are familiar with, or we can be choosing to align with our higher self, with our soul. So the mastery practice that I really want to encourage you to stay connected to is becoming aware of the difference of when you are operating from the higher self, from your soul, or when you are experiencing your life from that level of the ego, the mind, the emotions, the personality, which we know is really just a set of conditioned beliefs. It's not who we truly are. So this is a journey about rediscovering and connecting to our true self and aligning with that true self in any moment. In Kundalini, we work with these two powers to develop within ourselves. The power of the lever, right? So we're often in the kriyas or meditations, we're angling our bodies in particular ways, right? It puts a pressure on the spinal column or activates the energy channels in the body in a certain way. so that we can, through the power of the lever, we can move stuck energy. We can actually get that energy to move. And what happens when you move energy that's been stuck in your body through this power of the lever is that you start to gain leverage. Your actions in your life will have a momentum that they hadn't had before. The other power that we work with in our practice is the power of the lens. The drishti, the gaze. You notice often holding the gaze at the third eye point. Sometimes it's the tip of the nose or the chin or the heart, right? These different gazes activating some of the higher glands in the brain. And these glands are access points to higher states of consciousness. This is very much a science. And when we can activate the glandular system in this way, and we have access to some of these higher levels of consciousness, utilizing the power of the lens, we start to see that which we had not seen before. The light of our awareness grows. I call this the good news, bad news situation. Because what happens when the light starts to expand, we get to see more. Again, we become aware of more. And I liken this to kind of having lived in a very dimly lit house for most of your life. And then the lights and the blinds start to open up and come up. And what happens is you start to see more. You maybe start to see things that like, wow, there's a mess happening here. And the beauty is that through the awareness, you're offered a choice. You get to decide, am I keeping this and cleaning it up, or is it gonna go? Right? So the awareness offers us the choice to decide, do I want to continue, for example, to repeat these patterns in my life that I know aren't serving me? And we all have them. They are deeply embedded subconscious patterns. In Kundalini, we call them neuroses. These neuroses are these habit patterns that are disempowering or debilitating. And again, through these practices, we are clearing the subconscious. It's like every day committing to a meditation or a Kriya practice is a way to unload the subconscious so that you don't have to necessarily spend years and years processing the garbage. It's like when you know it's trash day, you just take the trash out. You don't dissect it and analyze everything in your trash can. So I kind of equate this to how the Kundalini practices work. I love the practices. It's what I'm trained in. It's my main practice. I feel it works very quickly and effectively to do the job of bringing that light of awareness in so that we can really heal and move beyond these limitations so that we can get busy living the life that we are here to live and to create that which we are called to bring forth. So the quality that I want to offer you today with this principle of self-mastery that is the commitment to growing your self-awareness is courage, because it takes tremendous courage to walk this path and to choose to live the life of your soul, not the life maybe that you have inherited from your lineage. Yeah, but to live truly your authentic soul path takes tremendous courage. And it's said that this time right now that we are in requires the head of a saint and the heart of a warrior. We need both, and we need it in that way, right? So to have the courage to really walk this path, it's humbling, and the invitation is here for you. So I offer my blessing to you as you walk your path. May you find the practices, the people, the places that will support you in being your highest and best self. The Aquarian Age, it's said that we will evolve and come to consciousness through group consciousness. We're not meant to do it by ourselves. We can't. We come together as a group and we elevate the consciousness, because as Jesus said, when two or more are gathered, I am there. My presence, I am there. So it's through this group energy, finding your community, finding your people to support you and uplift you. And the mantra that I want to invite you to carry forward, if there's one mantra that you take with you, this mantra for the Aquarian Age, for this time that we're in now, is victory. Victory. Very simple. You can take a breath in, take a few moments, and just repeat that mantra silently or out loud to yourself. In any moment, any time, if you're feeling challenged, if you're feeling self-doubt, insecurity, fear, victory. Sending so much love, so many blessings. Sat Nam and Namaste.